beautiful people. I'm so glad to be back again. It's been a minute. We're almost in the middle of the first quarter. Yeah, we're in February, and I know by now, if you've not started your saving plan, what are you waiting for? I gave you a plan in January, and by now you should be doing something. So I'm so happy to be back here, and today I just want to give you some tips, some financial planning tips that you need to put in your plan as you start your saving journey this year. I know majority of us, maybe we've been doing some savings over the years, and there are those ones who have not even started, and maybe they are thinking of starting it right now. So if you're new here, welcome to Sheila's World. My name is Sheila, and I talk about personal finance. That's what we all about here. We help each other grow when it comes to savings and investments. So if that is the kind of content you enjoy, then you're in the right place. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't, and like the video before we start. I hope you've liked the video, and now you need to grab your pen and paper, and let's see, write down and see what is it that you have done as an individual. And if you haven't done it, please think about it. Start doing something, and time doesn't wait for anyone. Time really runs, and within no time we'll be heading to retirement. So we need to plan this as early as possible. So usually what I do with my clients, as I told you, I'm a financial advisor. So there's always a way how we start with our financial planning, and it applies to everyone. You can't just wake up one day and just start saving without knowing where the direction you're going. It's like having a plan. Everything you need to have a plan, a business plan, financial plan, and just planning your life in general. So the first thing you need to know is that first of all, for you to start thinking of saving, you need to have a stream of income. And I know most of you may be already working, you've started earning, you know how to spend your money, maybe you've started budgeting. But if you haven't started budgeting, that's where we need to start from. You need to start to know how to budget your money and what comes first when it comes to your budget. There are several budgeting rules that you can use, but usually I advise people to do the 50-30-20 rule, whereby the 50% using your basic needs, the main shelter, clothing, then the 30% falls under the investments, and the 20% will be under your miscellaneous. So whatever rule you use, always make sure you put 30% under your investment, and under the 30% you have to break down, since we have different goals. One of the things you need to break down is what are your short-term goals. That's where we start from. Majority of people just know about there's a craze about money markets currently. Everyone wants to open a money market fund. Some of you even don't know what money market funds are, but since everyone is doing it, you want to do that kind of investment as well. It's not a bad way of saving, but it has its place where you need to consider it. We have so many places where you do savings and investments based on different goals. So everyone's goals is different. We can't have everything in one investment. And that's why when it comes to pension, there's an avenue for you to save for your pension. When it comes to your short-term goals, things that you want to do within 0 to 1 year to 3 years, there's a place where you need to save for that. Then when it comes to your medium-term and long-term goals, there's also a place for that. And that's why you need to break down your savings and investment plan into 3 categories: short-term, medium-term, and long-term. So we are going to break down that one so that you know, in case this is your goal, short-term goal, where should you put your money? In case it's a medium-term goal, where do you put your money? So we'll break it down, and then you can evaluate yourself and see what do you have and what is it that you don't have and you should include in your plan. So if you haven't liked the video, please click that like button down there, and also subscribe if you haven't. So let's get down to the first option, which is the short-term. Short-term goals could be you're planning for your next term's child's school fees. Your baby has joined, or your child has joined Form 1 or whatever class they are in, and you need to plan for next term. This term you've already paid for school fees. Maybe you had a way of saving. Now we're looking into next term and next year's fees. Where do you think you should open an account for that? We've heard of education plans, but usually education plans are long term. If you didn't open that plan when your child was young and maybe they're already in school, that may not work for your short-term plans unless you're now thinking of university and high school, which is maybe 10 years away or 10 and more years away. So that one you can consider an education plan. When it comes to short-term, that's where the money market funds that everyone is talking about can come in. And money market funds works well because of the fact that it's money that you can access easily. It's a pure investment. It doesn't have a life cover in it. So for children's education, usually I like advising people to always have at least a life cover. Even if you don't have if you're investing in a money market fund, ensure you have either you have a group life with your employer or have a life policy for yourself, because life policy is all about protection. So you need to protect the future of those children. You are only sure of today. What about tomorrow? Not everyone lives to see their kids going through high school. Some parents unfortunately pass on when the kids are still young. So you need to have that protection in place as you invest. So if you have a money market fund, don't forget to have at least a life policy if your children, you have dependents that depends on your income. For your medium-term goals, medium term, those are things that takes place within 3 to 5 years there. Let's say for young people who are, let's say in their 20s, you've just started working. Maybe you've not even settled, you're not yet married, but you're thinking of settling down. You need to have a plan. Marrying is also expensive. You need money to pay dowry. You need money to start life. You have to move out of that small house that you live in since your family is expanding. So all those plans need money. Where are you going to save for that? Whatever income you have, you need to portion part of it to that goal. Again, money market fund falls well with such a plan. Another plan that you need to put in place is you need to at least have a circle, a savings and credit cooperative society. You need to join one. Circle really helps when it comes to those meeting your short-term goals in a short period of time, since you're able to access credit facilities. You need to have circles so that you're able to access affordable loans instead of going for bank loans, which interest rates keeps rising. So circle is one of the best places where you can save for your medium term, short term to medium term goals. Since after like 6 months or more, you're able to access your loan 3 times. So you just need to raise your minimum share capital and then increase your deposits. Then you're able to, if you want to buy a piece of land or if you want to do a wedding, but don't take loan for a wedding. Let me warn you that. Just save for something that can help you and your family grow. You can save for and then take a loan to buy land or to construct a house, but don't save for a loan. You can do a simple wedding at the Attorney General's office. So I don't advise someone to take a loan to do a wedding, but you can save in a circle and then maybe take emergency loans whenever you get an emergency. But open an emergency fund with money market fund. That is way better, since with circles you must take it as a loan. Can't just take money out of your savings unless you're accessing a loan. I don't know about your circle, but that's how my circle works. So circle is one of the best ways of saving for medium term. Now, what are your long-term goals? We all have these goals, whether you like it or not. We all have them, short-term, medium, and long-term. So if you don't plan, you're going to mess yourself up, or you're going to start selling stuff in the house to access some things. So for long-term goals, what are those goals? As I said earlier, things like your children's education. You don't need to start having a fundraising for children when they're joining, let's say, university, and you see this child, you've been having this child since they were born. All this time you had all the time to plan for their education. So save yourself that embarrassment of disturbing people to help you pay fees for your child when you can save slowly over a period of time. So don't ignore those insurance agents who comes to you when they tell you about education plan. Listen to them. It might work for you, since this is the only avenue where you can save money without touching it for a period of 10 years and more. Any other place, even money market funds, those are places you'll access the money, and it's hard to grow your money for long-term goals in short-term instruments. So you need to differentiate between short-term instruments and your long-term instruments that works well with your goal. So for education plan, pension funds are also long-term. If you have you planning for your retirement, that is a long-term goal. If at all you're in your 30s or in your 20s currently, retirement again depends with an individual. There are people in employment with the government who wait until they're 60. Some people retire early. So retirement is just about time that you stop working and start earning from your investments. So you need to know when do you want to retire. Then start planning for that. That's a long-term plan if you're younger. So start putting money aside for that purpose. That again, a pension fund will do. So still that works with the insurance company. Go open a pension fund for your retirement and for your child's higher education. Currently, money market can work for primary and those lower levels. But when it comes to higher levels like university, high school, and maybe you're still young, your babies are still young, the best place to go put that money, go open an education fund that has a security. It has a protection aspect in it. It's not just saving. It also has a life cover, which is very crucial when it comes to protecting the future of your children. So those are 3 basic needs or plans that you need: medium, short-term, and long-term goals. Another long-term plan that can work well are bonds. Usually, if you've gone through my other videos about bonds are long-term. They still can take care of your medium to long-term goals. Things like still pension, if you have, but with the bond, you need lump sum money. So that one works well for people who've already been saving and they have some money somewhere where they can invest in long-term infrastructure bonds. So, but you need to start slowly, start growing with the circles, start growing with the money market, then you'll graduate to bigger investments like now bonds, real estate. As time goes, as you grow older, you'll get more, you'll be able to access more investments that you cannot access when you're starting up, since maybe your financial constraints early on in life is not, you'll have some challenges since you're still growing your income. So anyone who's starting this year without any saving plan, please go and rethink your goals. Rethink your goals. Don't be left behind. Life is not just about hand to mouth. You earn and you pay your bills and the cycle repeats itself. You need to find ways of growing yourself just without just not paying bills. And if your income is not enough, get another stream of income. There are so many ways of making extra income. If you just think, there are so many ways. It's just about that single job. If you think you can open a side hustle to increase your income so that you're able to increase your investment, the better. But ensure you are doing any kind of investment based on your different goals. I hope that has helped someone. And if you have any question, please leave it in the comment section. If you don't know about bonds, if you don't know about circles, I've made videos on that, so you can refer to my previous videos. Just go scroll down and you'll see different videos when it comes to saving in a circle, saving in bonds, treasury bills, and all that. So plan well, plan accordingly, and you'll not regret in the future. I think that's what I have for today. I just need to drop in here and give you some tips that can help you. And leave a comment below and tell me what you think. I'll see you again in my next video. Have a lovely day, or whatever it's night, whatever time you're watching me. Enjoy yourself. I'll see you again later. Bye bye for now.